So the last example in our small case study about serialization in different languages will cover PHP. So in PHP you have a serialize function, and it works exactly the same as in Python and Java. So you create a class, the attributes name, age, function that uses an attribute, and then you create a new object, you set the attributes, and then you use the function serialize to serialize it, which gives you this output. This is a uncommon type of serialization format because it's actually human readable. It only uses ASCII characters. So it says 06, that means it's an object, the type is 6 characters long, person, string 4 times long is the key, the name, the value is string 3 chars long, Leo, and so forth and so on. So it's a human readable ASCII printable serialization format. The funny thing is private attributes are prefixed with a 0 byte. Now, creating a human readable serialization format and then including 0 bytes in it is just so mind-blowingly stupid that only PHP developers could come up with it. But never mind. So, since it's human readable and ASCII printable, it's great for holding state, right? Because we can just store the state on the user side, for example in a cookie, and then unserialize it. So in this case we have the user object, it's stored in a cookie, it gets unserialized, the user, and then we say, okay, if user is admin, then the user is an admin. So what could go wrong? Well, since this is stored in a cookie in this format, an attacker could just set the isAdmin value to true. And keep in mind, this is serialization, so the types, in this case the strings or integers, are stored within the serialization format. Sorry. There's another more subtle example. So now the cookie stores authentication credentials, and that is then compared if the unserialized data matches the administrator name and the administrator password. So in this case the user would need to know the administrator password that's stored server side, right? Well, wrong. Maybe take a moment and think about how this could be bypassed. This check here. But other than that, exploiting PHP deserialization vulnerabilities is pretty much the same as in Java or other languages. First you need to find the serialized data, then you need to find gadgets. We saw that in the Java video, like, I don't know, some sort of hooks or whatever, because we can only modify attributes of objects we submit. But then we need to use the actual code flow by the programmer, and just by switching values and attributes we need to gain remote code execution. And once we found gadgets that work well together, we craft payload, and once this payload is crafted, we send it to the server and enjoy our remote code execution.